just using Chalkology paste and Couture screen transfers, and we're going to be making some wooded earrings. So basically I ordered some blank wooden blanks that are earring size, and we are going to be chalking those to make them look pretty. So first off, let me show you, I have them underneath here. So I did the same thing as I did on our project. I started with a dark black wooded brown coloring. So that is what you see through the screen there. And then I've gone ahead and laid them down. I've left the transfer on my backer sheet just to kind of hold them in place, and then I've gently placed this down. So we have the shape earring here, and then these over here are a different one. So we're going to start with these ones, and I'm going to be using the Chalkology paste called Grise. It's kind of like a gray tone. So let's do this. That way you can see what I'm doing. So I've already pre-stirred my Chalkology paste, and then I'm just going to put a little dabble on my multi-tool. It's, to me, I call it the pencil, but it's a multi-tool because you can squeeze here or you can squeeze here, and it's a lot easier to hold when you're, especially when you're doing like small tedious work like this. So again, I've placed my transfer down, and I made sure that I kind of like rubbed it down so that way it's on there so it doesn't move around. And again, I'm only chalking where the actual earring is. So I want to make sure that I get all the way around the whole entire teardrop of the earring. And then I'm going to squeegee that off. And then go to this one real fast. And because this screen didn't have a lot of holes as far as the actual pattern was concerned, because it's obviously, of course, made for a bigger project. It's made for the little houses. But you can use this for doing like your earrings like I'm doing. So this was originally a transfer that was made for the little houses that you've seen us do before. That's the pattern that we're going to do on the other rings. But I'm using the pattern for making the earrings. So there we go. Now you have cute, fashionable earrings ready to go. You made them yourself, so obviously, of course, no one else is going to have them unless they literally laid the pattern exactly down the same way you did. And I'm going to dry those before I keep touching them because I know I'll mess them up. And the thing about drying the earrings is very tricky because there's no weight to them, so you have to carefully hold them down. Thank you, Sue. So they have a lot of cute patterns. Always, you know, there's always new ones all the time. But again, like I said, I utilize the house patterns. These transfers were made for the little house cutouts that they have. And we have some cute little earrings that you can use. And of course, you can lay on a different transfer on top of this as well. Like on the next one I'm going to do, you're going to see that. But these are cute. You can wear them with everyday wear. And of course, you can do the backs as well if you want, which I may do after I clean my transfer. But I thought that was a cute little idea. of course, you know, making everything unique to you, and you know, no one really wants to have the same thing as someone else, so they're gonna say, well, where did you get those? You're gonna say, I made them, and then they're gonna be like, really? I didn't know you were crafty. I didn't know you did, you know, crafts or anything. So again, I'm using the Grige, which is like a gray color, on these little earrings. These earrings are a little different shape than those teardrops. And of course, all you're going to do is hook them with a jump ring onto whatever you're going to use for your actual earring portion, which the ones that come with the package from Amazon, they are sterling silver, I can't even think right now, sterling silver earring hooks, but you could definitely use a jump ring and do a post that had a hole at the bottom. So these ones are a little different shape. And I'm going to set that down over here. So these ones are like this shape. It's kind of hard. There's the lighting. There's those. And then what I'm going to do on top of them, since they kind of marry up in that kind of way, I am going to dry them carefully. You want to make sure that you dry in between each stage so you don't mess them up. I'm going to hold them as careful as possible. And again, since I said they're not, this isn't the shape, even though those would be a cool shape, like a diamond shape, I am going to put this heart on top. So that way, basically on each earring, you're going to have a half of the heart. So I don't want to press it down too much, but I'm just going to do that. Put a little bit of the raspberry sorbet on my squeegee. And carefully lift it off. And we're going to put it back down because I got to do this little edge. I missed an edge. Edge of the heart. Okay. Sorry, I know my big hands are in the way because my camera's so close, but impromptu live. There we go. Love it. So basically, on each ear, you have a cute little part of the heart. So cute. Now we have to dry. It's always about drying. Shirts soon. Yes, Burns. Shirts soon. Okay. So, we have two cute set of earrings. They, soon I will have more, but I just wanted to do two today. Just to have some kind of idea of what I was doing. This is a new project. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But since I used to make jewelry before, it was like, oh, okay, I have everything other than the little wood pieces. So I ordered those on Amazon to get those. And then all I did, like I said, I painted them with the same paint I used on the pegboard. It's this chalkboard acrylic, and that's the color. It's called Ink Incre Tinta. It's kind of like a dark wooden black, like a dark brown black color. And I made sure that they were completely dry, and then I pre-waxed them. So I dried in between painting, I dried in between the wax to the transfer section. So I did put some finishing wax on there so that way the transfers would come off easily. And then you saw the screening of the transfer, and then dry after that. And then after that, you would want to seal them. So just do like a clear spray, or you could put another finishing wax on top, depending on what you had. And then you're good to go. Once you put your little earring loop on, or if you're going to do the post, you can do the post, or you can do the earring hook. Either way, or you can add it to a necklace, of course. So these would be perfect for like a necklace pendant with like some Swarovski crystals or something like that. That would be ideal and perfect. Of course, with the wooden thing, these are very light. So having this just on the necklace with nothing else to weight it down, that probably would be troublesome, because when you're wearing it, it's not going to stay weighted down, depending on what you were using for your the necklace piece of it. If you're using wire, or unless you have like a heavy weighted chain or something, it would need a little bit of weight. So you would definitely want to make sure that you had something to weight that down. I mean, even just using some, like, obviously, of course, you could paint these things anyway, any color, you know, coordination, whatever you want to do. But you could definitely do some, like, natural stones. Those would be perfect as well. So far today, we've done 2 projects. We've done the earrings, and you can catch my other video where I made the beautiful pegboard piece here that I'm going to utilize in the she shed. Love it. And I'll see y'all soon. Okay, bye.